Between the government shutdown and the holidays fast approaching, its mission is as important as ever right now. Support the Enlisted Project, or STEP, can be a lifeline for our military families. Joining us now is its president, Laura White, with more on its programs and how you can help. Thank you for being here today, and thanks for what you do.
Thank you.
Let's get right into it. It's a government shutdown right now.
Sure.
There's a lot of downstream impacts. How hard is that hitting our enlisted community?
Well, thankfully, they're still getting paid. So there's a big relief there. But unfortunately, with these things come a lot of anxiety, right? And these young military families have enough anxiety, have enough things going on in their lives. And so we have seen a significant increase in applications for the last 2 months. And in our distributions, our food distributions and diaper distributions, over 200%. We do have some spouses that have been furloughed and so are not getting their paycheck.
Right.
And so there's definitely some challenges out there, especially as we head into the holidays. I think anytime this happens, it just creates a lot of anxiety.
I want to talk about the holidays,
Sure.
but I jumped ahead a little bit. Some of our viewers may not be familiar. What kind of services does STEP provide? What void are you filling?
So we have a pretty unique program. So we work one-on-one with young military families who are having a financial crisis, E1 through E6 primarily, and then as they're transitioning out. And what we're doing is it's a financial wellness program. So we're looking at kind of the whole picture of where they're at, not just a budget, right? Not numbers, this is what should be coming in and coming out, but what is that relationship with money and how can we help? They come to us when they are at the absolute end, their financial end of the road. They can't keep the lights on. They've got to, they got to get food on the table the next day. We step in. We're able to help pay those bills and take that anxiety away. Allow them to breathe a little bit, and then work on, okay, how do we now focus on what the next steps are to keep you out of this situation?
So you're a lifeline, but then you're also trying to help. It's a financial literacy relationship
Absolutely.
in a lot of ways, which we know is something that everyone, not just enlisted, young people in schools could use for sure.
Absolutely, anyone could.
Yeah, so we're a couple weeks from the holidays.
Sure.
How much more, what kind of need is there for you specifically with that?
So holidays is just really a great opportunity for us to be out in the community, engaging with our donors, having families adopted through Christmas and stuff, and our volunteers. It's our opportunity to say thank you to these service members and to take that one thing off the plate. Most of our families are living paycheck to paycheck, but they're doing okay. They're making it work. These are resourceful people that signed up to be in the military. What happens is one crisis happens,
Right.
it's a transmission, it's formula that gets too expensive. And so going into the holidays, if we can relieve some of that pressure with some of those big expenses, and just because you may not be able to afford it, doesn't mean you can't provide your kid with a holiday, right? So we want to be able to step in and do that.
I could talk to you for so much longer with this because what you guys do, I firmly believe in, and it's so important to our enlisted. But we're running a little short on time, so I do want to ask, how can people help? What are the big ways they can support STEP in supporting our enlisted?
Sure, teamstepusa.org is our website, but all sorts of ways. Number one is donations, right? We absolutely are privately funded and we need the support. Two is volunteer support. We need for these distributions and for how we run the organization, especially in our headquarters here in San Diego, we need volunteers to do that. We're a really small team. And three is advocacy. We need people to know that we exist. We need them to know that we're a resource, and we need them to get that word out to active duty and enlisted members here in San Diego and really all over the West Coast.
Laura White, president of the Support the Enlisted Project, STEP. Thank you for being here. San Diego, it's your turn to step up and help out our enlisted. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.